Hello everyone. Today we are going to learn about trigonometry of class 10th. So in trigonometry, we are dealing with right angle triangles. And there are a few ratios by which we find out missing angles in a triangle or missing sides. So in a triangle, there are three sides, and in a right angle triangle, the sides are named as opposite, which are exactly opposite to the angle given, the hypotenuse, which is exactly opposite to the 90-degree angle, and the third side is the adjacent side. Now just think about a ratio which has been given a name sine, and this is called as theta. The angle is called as theta. So the ratio of sine is opposite over hypotenuse. I mean to say that when I say sine theta, sine of angle theta, suppose opposite is 1 and hypotenuse is 2, sine of any angle theta is 1 over 2, as simple as it is. Similarly, cos theta is adjacent over hypotenuse. Suppose adjacent over here is again 1. So adjacent over hypotenuse is also 1 over 2. And what will be the tan theta? Opposite over adjacent, which is 1 by 1, and it's nothing but just 1. So these are three ratios, and few more ratios are sec theta, which is nothing but reciprocal of cos, cosec theta, reciprocal of sine, and cot theta, reciprocal of tan. And one more ratio, tan theta. Suppose in the question we have been asked about tan theta, and they say that sine theta is given as 2, cos theta is given as 4. So with this formula, sine theta over cos theta, we can easily write 2 over 4, which is 1/2. So these are the trigonometric ratios which we are gonna apply in solving questions. So just to make it more easy, we have something called as a mnemonic technique, which says sine is nothing but perpendicular over hypotenuse, P over H. Cos is base over hypotenuse, and tan is perpendicular over base. So Pandit, Badri, Prasad, Har Bole is the simple mnemonic technique. And what is Pandit over Har and Badri over Har and Prasad over Bole? Sona Chandi Tole. So Pandit, Badri, Prasad, Har Bole, Sona Chandi Tole. So sine, S for sine, C for cos, and T for tan. And this is a simple mnemonic technique for you. I hope this makes more fun to learn this. Now, most important thing is, why are we learning this? We are learning to find out an unknown height. Suppose we want to find out how height of the tower, and you are standing somewhere here on point A, and your height is AD. So obviously, line of sight is from our eyes. So this is the line of sight, and imaginary line goes from our eyes to the top of the tower. Now using Google Maps, we can easily find the horizontal distance. These days, finding distance is very easy. So say this distance is 10 meters, and we know angle, any angle, which is say 30 degrees. So one thing I want you guys to remember is, if we know one length of the triangle and any one angle, here also any one length and any one angle, we can find all the length and all the remaining angles of the triangle. We will study that first. So this is the basic application of learning trigonometry. Now, sometimes in the question, the angle will be given this on the horizontal, just next to the 90 degree. So in that case, our perpendicular, base, and hypotenuse is same as we have learned. But sometimes angle will be this. So when this is the angle, what is the opposite or perpendicular? Just opposite to the angle. Hypotenuse remains the same, just base goes towards the perpendicular, which was in this case. So this is the thing with the reference angle. Angle C is the reference angle. So reference angle decides the perpendicular and the base, whereas hypotenuse remains the same. So in this case, I will write sine of angle A, which is nothing but perpendicular BC, value is 7, and hypotenuse is 25. And in this case, sine of angle C, you can see angle C is nothing but 24 over 25. Why? Because perpendicular is this. Now, the angles of the ratios have a particular value. For example, sine of angle 0. Suppose I make a triangle here, and angle is given, say 30 degree, and this length perpendicular is given, AB is given as 10. And in the question they have asked to find out the length of AC x. Let's suppose it's x. So this is the opposite, which is perpendicular, and this is the hypotenuse, because this is 90 degree here, right? So perpendicular over hypotenuse, Pandit, Badri, Prasad, Har, Bhole, Sona, Chandi, Tole. So sine is perpendicular over hypotenuse, so we will apply the value of sine 30, which is half in this case. So first equation is sine 30 equals what? P by H, or perpendicular by hypotenuse. Perpendicular is given how much? 10. Hypotenuse, we suppose x. This is nothing but half from the table. So cross multiply, x equals 2 times 10, which is 20 units. It may be meter, centimeter, whatever, as given in the question. Okay. So this table you have to memorize. I'll tell you a trick to memorize this table. We have to just memorize the values for sine theta. I'll quickly tell you. Just memorize the value for sine theta, which is 0, half, 1 over root 2, root 3 over 2, and 1. Now the values of cos theta for 0, 30, 45, 60, and 90 are just opposite of it. Just write this backwards. 1, root 3 by 2, 1 over root 2, half, and 0. And if you remember, we just now learned about tan theta equals sine theta over cos theta. So we have to simply divide it. And you can see that this is not defined. Why? Because 1 over 0 is infinity, which is not defined. There is no certain value for it. And cosec, sec, and cot are reciprocal of, this is reciprocal of 1 over sine, 1 over cos, and 1 over tan. Okay. So just sine theta will give us all the values. This is backwards. This is the ratio of sine over cos. And all these three are just the reciprocals of the above three. Right? Now, in this question, you can easily see that the guy is finding out the height of the tree. So let's say theta is 30 degrees. Okay. And we have been given the distance between the boy and the tree as 5 meters, right? And we have to find the height x. So again, Pandit, Badri, Prasad, Har, Bhole, Sona, Chandi, Tole. In this case, you can see that what is given to us? Base is given, right? So we can use either this or this. But perpendicular, we have to find. We have to find the perpendicular. So which formula I will use? P by B, which is tan. So tan of the angle 30 is giving us P by B, where b equals 5 and p is x. So tan 30 value is 1 over root 3 from the table, and this is x by 5. So x equals, cross multiply, 5 over root 3 meters. So the height of the tree is 5 over root 3. If you want to convert it in decimal, you can simply divide 5 over 1.732, which is the value of root 3. Easy. Now, similarly, in this case, suppose if I change this thing to, say, I need to find out the length of AC. I need to find out length of AC in the same question. So I have been given base, I need hypotenuse, this. So which formula will I use? Obviously cos. So say cos of 30 is equal to base 5 over hypotenuse h. What is cos of 30? Root 3 over 2. And that's nothing but 5 over h. Sorry, h. 5 over h. I'll write this down here. So h will be cross multiplying 2 times 5 over root 3, which is nothing but 10 over root 3. Yeah, makes sense? So you have to just remember the formulas, find out what's given and what is to be found, and then you can easily apply the formula. Now, in the question, there will be a word problem saying that find the height of a tower which is 50 meters away from you, and the angle of elevation. This is the angle of elevation. Angle of elevation means when we are looking at the tower from bottom to up. This is angle of elevation, 60 degrees. So what's given to us? Base, what we have to find? Perpendicular, and P by B is nothing but 10, right? 10 of 60 equals perpendicular by 50. 10 of 60 is root 3. If you check the value from the table, it's root 3. So P by 50, and P gives us how much? 50 root 3 meters. Simple cross multiplication. Clear? Great. Now, sometimes questions will be in the form of angle of depression. This angle will be given to you, this angle here. Now, if this imaginary line is parallel to this line, and this is the transverse, alternate angles are equal. So this angle theta and say this angle x are equal because they are alternate angles, because this imaginary line is parallel to this horizontal line here. I'll give an example to make it more clear. Suppose this height is given, say 30 meters, building site, and this angle is given, say 45 degrees, okay? And they have asked you to find this horizontal distance x. So you will say that this is parallel to this horizontal. Therefore, and this is the transverse, let's name it as A, B, and C. So AB is the transverse and BD is nothing but parallel to AC. So this angle is again 45. And if this is 45, and we have to find the base and what's known to us, perpendicular. So just now we had an example with tan theta. So tan 45 is the easiest number you will know. 30 over x, tan 45 is simply 1. So x equals how much? 30 meters. So this horizontal distance is 30 meters. And this is an isosceles right angle triangle where the perpendicular and the base both have same value. Okay. So this is the angle of depression. Another question says when a boy is watching his football from height of say 20 meters from a building, and you need to find out the distance between the building and the ball, and this angle is given to you, say 60 degrees. This is again 60 degrees. So again, this is perpendicular. This is the base. P by B gives me tan theta. So I want you to solve this question yourself, and we'll check the answer in the next session. I'll be giving you some homework on your emails. So please do check your emails, and I'm sure that you'll be able to solve the questions, say, in the next class. Thank you.